Good morning. What's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm just looking at the free trade right now from the free Telegram room. If you're not in the free Telegram room, what the hell are you doing? Let's zoom in a little bit here. We're a bit too far out. How close to me do you want to get? All right, obviously, we are trading this morning. This is not financial advice. This is education and entertainment only, all right? We're going to be looking at some Forex pairs. We're going to be looking at gold. We're going to be trying to find ourselves a trade this morning. Look, this is a really nice level right here. See, just simple setup. That would have been a nice level for us to get in on gold. I've been very bullish on gold. How's Bitcoin doing this morning? Tough. You know, what the hell happened to Bitcoin? Hey, we had a nice little level I had mapped out here. Look, got in for a buy right there on Bitcoin. Very nice. It's a good thing we didn't go for that level again, huh? But look, that's a good level we mapped out. Why? Look, if you're trading Bitcoin, that level was used for a buy right here. Same level, broke through it, used for a sell right there, okay? Simple trading, simple strategy. Below the EMA, sell. Above the EMA, buy. Simple stuff, okay? Good morning, everybody. Pat, are you stupid? Yes, I'm very stupid. Bitcoin and gold are not negatively correlated, Master Harith. I'm not sure who told you that they were. Bitcoin and gold are both stores of value. What the hell? Bitcoin and gold both act as stores of value. I'm not sure who told you that they are negatively correlated, but they are not. The strength of... What the hell's going on with the camera this morning? Okay. All right. How's that look? Do I look all right? Good. Look good, feel good. Let's make some money. What the hell was I talking about? Who knows? 4-hour candle strategy on gold. Let's take a look. Okay. So it would be this candle. Wait a second. Where are we? To this candle. Right here. Like this. Like this. Okay. 5-minute time frame. This was the strategy video that I did this week. If you didn't watch that video, yeah, so it already won. We already won the trade. So this is the strategy. Okay, so it comes accumulation. All right, where's the bottom of it? There's the bottom of the zone like this, okay? This is the strategy I taught. Okay, this is last week's video, really simple. Accumulation, okay? Manipulation as the price comes out, okay? So you have the accumulation right here. That's just the price in there. Then you have the manipulation, which is when the price comes outside the top here. And then you enter the trade. You would have went short right there. That would have been your short. That would have been your trade right there. And the last step is what? When you re-enter, you enter the trade right there, and then you get distribution. So you would have won that trade already using the trading strategy that I provided on Thursday. Make sure that you're watching the full-length videos, obviously. We'll be looking at the range. We'll be looking for some more other setups like that with the 4-hour time frame. Let's look at US CAD a little bit this morning. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour time frame on US CAD, and we could do the exact same thing. Okay, so this is the candle right here. This was the 4-hour candle right there. Okay, that was our range on the 4-hour candle. We come to the 5-minute time frame, reset that chart view, and look, what do we have? We've got a short trade right there. And you've got another short trade right here. 2 wins already with the strategy this morning on US CAD. What the hell's going on with my fucking camera today? Let's fix this thing. This is everybody's favorite part of the stream, eh? Hello, hello, hello. Favorite part of the stream, favorite part of the stream. Very fun. I just gotta tighten the bottom. Okay. That's nice and tight now. I know no one actually wants to look at me anyway, so I'm sure they appreciate when the camera falls down to the ground. Get my ugly mug off of the screen. All right. It was my cleaning lady, you know, she was cleaning, and she messed up the camera. These are first world problems, baby. Your cleaning lady messed up your camera. All right. Shout out to Iraq. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We are looking for trades. We've got about 560 people in here. Weekend was good, Ryan. Hopefully your weekend was good too. What time do we have? 9:40. Let's see if we have any setups, any more setups on the 4-hour strategy here. Here's a setup right here. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Okay, this is what we've been doing. This is the strategy that we were kind of playing around with last week. So the 1-hour candle is this one right here. This was the 1-hour candle. Sorry, the 4-hour candle at 1 a.m. Draw that right there, wick to wick. 5-minute time frame. Reset the chart view. Okay. We've had the accumulation. Now we're in the manipulation phase. Now if we break out the top here, we are in our distribution phase. So we might be getting into a trade here using this trading strategy. We are below the EMA, but I think that's okay. We've had the trend line break here. This break would happen to so if we break this, would also happen to coincide the break at the top of the range. So I am looking to buy US dollar Swiss franc this morning using the 4-hour trading strategy. Yeah, it's okay, guys. You could just change UTC -4. Honey is doing pretty well. She's actually just behind me on the ground. If you can see Honey. Yeah, she's down here. But she's a black dog. She's hard to see. Good day to you in Australia, Archie. I love the Aussies. They're not gay. Trump, calm down with the rhetoric here. Chill out with the rhetoric. All right, so we are looking for a breakout of that. Also, yeah, you can always just, you know, if you have any questions about the strategy, Ninesh Patel, you can ask them right here on stream. You know, I'm here chatting, looking at your charts, trying to figure this one thing out. Fathead, no, that's a strategy. This is a newer strategy that I'm using. Let's take a look at gold. Let's just go back over to gold here, take a look and see what we're seeing here on gold this morning. So I do have my 4-hour range set here. Starting to use that 4-hour change. This is the chat right here, the chat that I'm reading. Chef Cruz. You just want to do it on my session. Just do it the way I do it. The way I show it in the video is the way that you should do it, because that's the way that I've tested it. Obviously, you could test it yourself, do it in your time frame, but whatever. My gold looks different in your gold. Yeah, that's okay. AUD USD is still valid. The free trade? Yeah, I'm in the trade right now. So it's still valid. We're still sitting at support right here. Got a pretty good reaction at first, pulling back a little bit. Still lots of room to the upside here. Not worried. Yeah, I just answered that question, Maxi. I don't know why I have to answer it twice. Of course, yes. Guys, if a trade is no longer valid, I'll tell you that it's no longer valid in the Telegram room, okay? I was actually adding up all of the free trades, and the free trading room over the last 2 years on a 3% risk rate is up 90%. 90% from my free trades. So I'm going to be providing the results for that shortly. We are waiting on this right here. I'm thinking about just entering on this, but we should probably wait to see if we get the close out of the range on the next candle here. But I could definitely see myself buying here on the US dollar against the Swiss franc. We got about a minute for this range to finish here, so let's go ahead. Let's hop into the Miro here. You can see I've got a lot of stuff going in the Miro. I had just a lot of stuff. I was doing a long form video. This is all the stuff in the video right here. Look at all this work that I've been doing. Look at all this work. Look, this is the interest over time in Forex trading. You can see it's actually coming up significantly again. You can see it's coming up significantly again. This was 2008. This is when I first started trading Forex right there. So you could see there was a huge financial problem. And it does seem like we're shooting up again, which maybe means, you know, recession is coming soon. I don't know. There was also a lot of searches for problems with mortgages. I don't know if you saw that in the news, but everyone is doing a Google search for problems with mortgages. So as for trading, this is our approach. Learn the basics, develop the trading plan, practice on demo. We evaluate the strategy. If it's effective, we move to managing risk. If it's not effective, we adjust the strategy. We go back to practicing. If it is effective, we manage the risk. We move to live trading. Is it consistently profitable? Yes, we work on compounding the account. Now, we are obviously looking at our stream trading model right here. So right now it's about 9:45. This candle is just about to close. This 15-minute candle right here has been moving up and down. It's been creating our range, okay? So we have our range top, we have our range bottom. This is our opening range. Now we come over here to the 5-minute time frame. We are monitoring the candles. Does the candle break out the top? Does it break out the bottom of that exact range? That's going to help us with trend direction. When we get that break and that close above or below the range, now we're going to buy. Ideally, we do this in line with the overall trend, although that's not always the case. Then we have to get into a trade. Where are we entering? I like demand zones, maybe the midline and FVG. These are all areas where I'll frequently enter the trade, all still on the 5-minute time frame. So here, look, price came to my demand. I entered the trade. I put my stop loss down here. I went for my take profit with partial right here, and then I took my take profit too. That's what I did right there. Woo! I like demo trading more than back testing, but I think you should do both, right? I think you should definitely do both. Check my US dollar Swiss franc. Let's go ahead and take a look. The US dollar Swiss franc is giving me an opportunity. I do plan on buying this. We are breaking outside of the range. Vapool, let's get ready to go long on this trade right here using our new 4-hour trading strategy. We have reacted well off of this level. We have lots of room to grow here. There's a big move down. I feel like we could have a big move up. So I am going to be buying US dollar Swiss franc this morning using the new 4-hour trading strategy that I talked about in my video. So what I'm going to wait for is this candle closure right here. I'm going to want to wait for this candle closure. Ideally, you know, I like waiting for pullbacks as well. So maybe we pull back to the top of the range. Maybe we just enter right on it like that, something like that. We're just going to have to wait and see. Please increase the value number. Why do you need to see the numbers? I don't understand. What are the numbers doing for you? Okay, we don't want this to shoot up too far here. We don't want it to shoot up too far here. What the I don't like that. I don't want to miss some of this move here. I'll wait for this candle to close a little bit. All right, what do we got? 2 minutes for this candle closure. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, you think we should wait for pullback? Top of the range pullback? Okay. Okay, we can wait for the pullback here. To get in on this. $15-minute on gold. Yeah, let's take a look at gold quickly. Yeah, gold does appear to be coming back to the level that I like. Do I consider getting in at this level? Maybe. Let's go back to US dollar Swiss franc. We are very close to getting the candle closure. A bit of a counter trend trade here. All right, so we are candle closure in 30 seconds. We're looking at a close right here. And then we're looking at an entry at the top retest right here. You also could be doing very well on an FVG entry down here. But based on the 4-hour trading strategy I did a video on this week, we'd actually be entering off of the candle right there. So we're going to just do a shorter pullback on this. All right, let's try getting in here. Okay, we got the candle closure. We're going to try and get in at this level right here. If we could get a pullback this morning on US dollar Swiss franc. Okay, this is using the new 4-hour trading strategy. Okay, so be cautious, don't copy me. We're just gonna see how this operates in the live market. So as I explained, we have the accumulation phase, we have the manipulation phase right down here, and then once we break above and retest, we're going to get into the distribution phase. Okay, that is the strategy that I taught in the video this week, so we might as well play around with it a little bit here on my on one of my live trading accounts to see what type of reaction we get in the market to this trading strategy live. Now obviously don't copy my trades. I don't want you to copy my trades at all. I'm taking high risks here because we are scalping. I will be doing a swing trading video soon. Some of my, I would say my biggest trades and my highest win rate does come from swing trading, even though our win rate here on stream has been absolutely incredible. Nonzo, you're using the 4-hour strategy, and how's that working? Yeah, I'm too scared to be a bear at an all-time high, you know. Too scared to be a bear at all-time highs. You know, with the currency being as weak as it is, you know, we have to be bullish on assets that aren't currencies, right? So I am bullish on assets that aren't currencies. That means gold. That means Bitcoin. I see Bitcoin is down today. You see my new thing? What do you guys, you like the new thing right here? The this is sweet, right? It actually has the price of gold on there right now. Right behind me, that decoration. What do you guys think? You like the new decoration? W decoration? just waiting on our pullback right now. Who knows how far this pullback is going to go. There is some concern because we have this fair value gap down here that price might want to fill. Gonna have to have an SL below the range there. I think I'm gonna tap into this trade very soon. Well, it says that I've tapped in, but I haven't tapped in on my broker yet. I don't like it when that happens. So let's get me in first and then make your move back up here. Okay, so I am into the trade. Let's see if we can make some money here live. Be looking at this level right here. This is a level that I'm going to be interested in price pushing to right there. See if we can start the week with a winner would be nice. Using the new 4-hour trading strategy that I showed on video this week. The video coming up later this week is going to be a very long video for beginners, just going through what is Forex, why I trade Forex, full strategy breakdowns, trade breakdowns, all of those things, but very focused on beginners. And then the week after that, we're going to be getting into swing trading because I have historically made a lot of money from swing trading. Okay, so we are pushing against us here a little bit, which I don't like. Hopefully we've got a little bit better luck. I've been doing so well off stream. I've been having a little bit of a tougher time on stream the past month. Good morning, Elena. Good morning, Marianne. Please check GBP USD. I'm in a live trade right now. Oh, AK, you recovered from brain cancer. Is that even possible? I thought brain cancer was unrecoverable. Hi, Lorenzo. Hi, Guria. It's going great. It is going very, very nicely. This trade isn't going very nicely yet, but we're just a couple minutes into it. Let's see if we could get some sort of a positive reaction here. This is trading with using the 4-hour trading strategy and using the orb at the exact same time, reacting off of a recent level of support right here. So more of a day trade here. This one can take some time, but we'll have this open hopefully for the majority of this stream and look for some other trade opportunities as well. Can you check the 4-hour candle on US dollar Swiss franc? Okay, so let's go back to the 4-hour time frame to show you what I was doing. So this is it. It's the one right here. So this candle started right at 1 a.m. Eastern, and then it finished at 5, right? So I put the top of the candle and the bottom of the candle right there. We have now come below that, right? That is the manipulation. We've re-entered the top, and now we're expecting distribution here. So, which is decent move too here. You can see we've pulled up. We've had 2 candles come down, and now we're expecting the 3rd candle to go up. Okay, so that's what we're doing right now. Let me zoom in a little bit here. We're just at our entry mark still, waiting for some buyers to step in hopefully here. And same sort of thing, the pullback. We had a bunch of green candles up, get a pullback down here, and then hopefully continue up, get that complete distribution. We don't want to be inside of our range too long, right? We want to bounce out of this range relatively soon, potentially target this EMA at some point as well. Watch the reaction to that. US CAD, sure, I could take a look at that for you. Yeah, US CAD. Let's see. Yeah, US CAD looks pretty primed for a buy today. I'd be interested in buying US CAD at this level of demand down here. So if price is to come down to that level, I'll be interested in placing a buy trade, trading within our range here. Go back to my open position. Still a little bit of a pullback here. There's quite a few reasons for me to take this trade right now. You can see here we had the trend line right here. We had the trend line break. We had the orb break. And we had the 4-hour manipulation. So we had our 4-hour level right here. And then we manipulated down here. And now we broke above, and we're expecting distribution to the upside. Now, this is trading, so there is no guarantee that this trading position is going to win. But we do have a lot of reasons to take the trading position. In addition to, if you look up here, this is the top of the range. So our macro range top and our macro range bottom. And we are obviously near the bottom, so there's more room to the upside than there is to the downside, giving us another reason to buy on this trade. So there's many reasons to take this trade, but again, that does not mean that I'm going to win this trade. That's why I tell you, don't copy my trades on stream. Over a very large sample size of trades, I will be profitable and have been profitable for 16 years. Well, I haven't been profitable. I've been trading for 16 years. I've been profitable for about 14 of those years. And with trading robots, I've been profitable, close to 16 years. I felt like I really connected with trading robots early and have had a lot of success with trading robots. Do you want to take a look at my trading robots this morning? I have many accounts running, but let's go ahead and take a look at the Trade with Pat robot account right here. So this account's up just about $60. This is a slow gainer. I'm doing some slow gainers. This one up here about $44, a slow gainer as well. I'm looking slow and steady on some of the accounts. This is a Forex Fury account here. This is more of a quick gainer. You can see it's up $1,200 already. We have another Forex Fury account here that's up about $2,500 since the 9th. So that's only been running for 2 weeks. That's a bit of a fast gainer, but obviously when I'm doing a fast gainer, I'm taking more risks, all right? We have, this is a Trade with Pat robot account right here. You can see here, this started at $3,000. It's been mostly wins right here. Every time we have a big loss like this, it's been able to recover and chip away with a couple more wins. Big loss, couple more wins, and completely recover the loss. So this account from 3,000 to 4,400, that's been running for a couple of months right there. With the Trade with Pat robot, that'll be about, can you tell us about my net worth? My net worth, it's over 8 figures, my net worth. Here, this is a Forex Fury account right here, up about $1,200 on a $3,000 deposit. Obviously, I'm taking more risks in doing that. And then I've got a couple more Forex Fury accounts right here with about $5,000. They haven't really traded very much. I have to take a closer look at the settings to see what I could do to get more trades. The win rate on my free signals is fantastic. I don't have the exact number, but we've been looking at the win rate. We've been looking at the free signals lately. I'm going to be talking about them in my swing trading video because most of my free trading signals are actually swing trades. And my swing trades are my highest win rates. Probably the biggest gains I make every single year do come from those swing trades. So yeah, my free trading room on I think it was on 3% risk over the past 2 years has gained 90% on a trading account, which is, absolutely unheard of, and we've had just great strokes of luck in order to get that. And in doing that, we've been doing that with a risk reward of 1-to-1. So, nothing really crazy, just slowly chipping away, and then risking big risk when I feel confident in the trading position. How much percent of the position do I take out at TP1? It depends on how confident I am in the trading position and kind of what the price action is giving me. We are getting a decent reaction right here, but we are going to need to break through this range and close on the other side. We have about 2.5 minutes. Let me explain what I'm looking for on this trade right now. So you could see price right here is struggling at the top of the range. So let me just draw. This was our rate, the top of our range right here. Okay, that's the top of the range right there. What we need to see is the price close above that level. This is what we're hoping for in this trade so that we could get into distribution. Now we have 2 minutes for this candle right here to close right here. That's kind of what we're looking for. If we were able to get that, we're going to start feeling pretty good about the pullback being over and the distribution starting, right? And that is all based on the videos that I've done on my channel and the strategies that I teach on my channel. So we are getting the price pushing above that range right now. We are just waiting for the price to close and hold. Now we don't want to see it wick, right? If it rejects off of this level, then we might be trading within our range. If we can stay above the range, we can get into distribution and start pushing this trade in the position we want. So really the next minute or so feels pretty critical for this trading position for me. Do I have a good bot for a beginner? The robot that I will be releasing, the Trade with Pat robot, will be perfect for beginners because it's going to come with the exact settings. Now we did reject off of that level, so we may be trading in the range, but we still have 40 seconds for price to come and close here. That's really what we're hoping to see. Ideally, a pretty aggressive push through this level right here. We don't want to reject, right? The last thing we want to see is a rejection, because then we may be further into a pullback or potentially into a range within our range, right? We don't want to be ranging in here. We want to be getting the breakout, right? We're trying to kind of trade the breakout a little bit this morning. So we're about 15 seconds. Still hopeful that we can break above this range here and close. We just need some buyers to come in right now and push us over the edge. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. Sadly, we did not close. We rejected. So let's on to the next candle. Hopefully this next candle can close above the range right here, and we could start feeling better about this trading position. Really sitting at break even so far. Historically, you would have seen me enter the trade down here. Okay, I would have been waiting for a steeper pullback. But given we had so many different confluences here, I was looking to get in a little bit earlier. And so we're going to see if we can, ride this wave, get these candles to push up this morning. Yeah, feeling pretty good. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a really good weekend. I'm feeling pretty good about my health. My neck's a bit tight. I've always got a tight neck. I've been beating the hell out of it. But other than that, feeling pretty good. The Trade with Pat robot website is coming along. Not finished yet. I will be doing the Trade with Pat robot Discord channel probably in the next week or so as well. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got way too much work to do, but I will be doing a stream again on Wednesday. So I will be doing just Monday and Wednesday streaming this week, doing some live trades. And I've got some longer videos coming out. I've got some better analysis coming out. Some kind of just trying to adjust my teaching style to make it a little bit easier to understand. I really want to I've been really practicing my teaching, and I think that's something that's really important, is to be better teacher. Because I go through some of my videos and I go it seems too complicated. I don't think people understand what I'm saying. We are rejecting off of the top of the range. We don't want to see that. This is why I really wanted the price to close above this area. If we could get above that area right there, I'll be feeling really well. So let me go through why I took this trade again. This is, as I'm trying to get better at my teaching. Let's close the EMA here. It's a bit confusing. So on this trading position right here, you can see we have the top of our range right here. This is our macro range, right? There's a level of resistance here. Price came down off of that level to a level of support. You can see price reacted out of this level up, right? So this is an area we're trying to get a reaction out of. And you can see we did get a reaction out of this area right here. Then we had a break of this trend line right here, okay? Then we had the 4-hour range. So this is the 4-hour range. See this line right here? From this to this was the beginning of the day. So that was price accumulation. Then as price comes below that level right here, we're getting manipulation. And then when price breaks above that level again, we're expecting distribution. So that is the thoughts behind this trade. And obviously the 15-minute range as well. You could see the 15-minute range right here. So this is our orb. And we got to break out the top, which tells us we are bullish. So there's a lot of reasons to take this trade. Again, that does not mean the trade is going to win. But with all of those confluences, I feel confident enough. I'm 15 lots on this trading position. We've had a push up, we've had the pullback, and we're expecting price to push up. Now, in order to get that, I need price to close above the top of the orb, the 15-minute range, right? We need price to close up here. We have about a minute for that. Not seeing a ton of volume in the markets right now. Some buyers and sellers just kind of fighting over this area. You can see here this area was used as support and resistance in the past. So you could see this area was used as resistance right here and used as support right here. So now it's resisting. Hopefully can use this level as support if we can break through it and then get into that distribution phase, which is something we're very, very interested in this morning, obviously, as I get into profit a little bit here. As price finally starts to push above the top of the range. That's what we're hoping to see here. Hope you're doing well. I hope that explanation helps you in your trading. I hope that my teaching is getting better. I'm working so hard on my teaching, on my lessons, trying to simplify trading. I'm going to have way more lessons coming soon here on stream and also on the channel as I work so hard. Well, okay, so it looks like we've got a close above the range. That's a tight close. But that technically is a close above the range. Hopefully now we're done with the pullback and we can get into our distribution phase. $75 in profit. That's nice to see, right? That's nice to see. Clean explanation. Thank you. I appreciate that. If there's anything in the explanation that you don't understand or in my trading, in my logic, please do let me know. TWP for dummies. Yeah, I think that like it's actually the best way to do this though is to kind of dumb it down, because like I think we all have to in our trading get back to first principles. Like what happens when we become more advanced traders is that we have too many reasons for a trade or too many confluences, and that like it starts to cloud your judgment. So it's like you almost want to like just get back to the basics. Like what does the overall trend look like? What does the market structure look like? Do we have accumulation, manipulation, distribution? And if we have all of those things, we can feel better about our trading positions. We can have more confidence going into those positions. And again, that doesn't mean I'm going to win this trade or I'm going to win every single trade that I take. But if I go back to those basics, those first principles, which is what I do when I'm back testing every single weekend, I feel a lot better about the markets because it becomes more of a flow. What is my setup? This is the pair is at the top left-hand corner of the screen. This is US dollar, Swiss franc. This active trade is US dollar, Swiss franc. Well, that's not the reaction I want to see. I want to see this continue up. Let's see, you know, our market structure right here looks like this. This is what I'm hoping to see right here. I'm not hoping to re-enter the range. This is why I was hoping to get kind of a price close that's a little bit better. You know, this one is so weak. That's barely a close. I'd love to see the close up here. Something like this level right there for the close. And then I think distribution will be more likely, but let's see. Maybe a little bit more manipulation. Collect a few more buyers here before we go up, hopefully. The Swiss is stronger than the dollar. Well, that is not really saying anything. You know, you could just say, hey, this is stronger than that. But if you don't have any reason behind it, then you're not really saying anything. You understand? I could say, you know, rice is better than peas. But if I don't explain why, then I'm not really saying anything. This trade needs to go up. I've got a beautiful ballroom. Have you seen my ballroom? It's beautiful. All right, is that going to make the trade go up? Maybe. This trade has been kind of a slow, low volume trade right now. You're buying rice? He's buying rice. He's buying way too much rice. Why is rice better than peas? I think rice is better than peas because it's cheaper to produce. That's why I would say rice is better than peas. So it could feed more people and provide more sustenance to more people. That's why I believe rice is better than peas. Okay, I could take a look at your pair while mine struggles. So we do have a break out the bottom of the range here. Okay. We do have a level of supply right here on Australian dollar. So it is possible you could sell this. Let's take a look at the 4-hour candle, the thing that I've been doing. So here is the 4-hour candle right here at the beginning of the day. Let's mark that up. Let's go back to the 5-minute time frame and take a look and see what happened. Look. We had accumulation, manipulation, and then you would enter your trade right there. Okay? So based on the strategy that I did the video on, this is the entry, and you won that trade big time already. That is the video. If you didn't watch the video, you should have watched the video. What's going on with my trade here? All right, same thing with my trade, right? We had accumulation, manipulation. Now I'm expecting distribution, right? This is the accumulation right here. This is the manipulation, the price down here. And now we're expecting distribution in here. That's what I'm expecting to happen on this trade. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. I'm never going to promise that every strategy is going to work or every trade is going to work. But all we can do is watch our trading positions. Take a look at the different areas. We've got an FVG up here. We can monitor that fair value gap there. See how price reacts to that level. Hopefully we can get up to that level. Still waiting for kind of a better price close above the range. We are getting a decent reaction on that candle right there. Very nice. That's the push that we're looking for. 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Is that enough? 100 bucks? Is that enough? No, that's not enough. We need more than that. We need much more than that. Let's take a look. All right. At least we are starting to, you know, be in positive here instead of in drawdown. It's a slow trade. What, am I jinxing this thing? Relax. Is this a little minor resistance here that we have to break through that level? Let's see if we can get through that next level right there with a close and then continue this position further. Just always looking for closures above levels of resistance, whether they're tight resistance, minor resistance, major resistance, doesn't really matter. We're just, can we get above that level? Can we get the price to push above that level? If we can, you know, then we're closer to that final distribution that we're really looking for here. One big green candle, show us some juice. Ninesh Patel, I hope that you can, you know, kind of watch my process here, and that can help you. I hope that you watch the videos on the channel. I hope that helps you. I'll be doing some more beginner videos as well, or I'm going to be simplifying, maybe not beginner videos, but I'm definitely going to be simplifying how I teach trading, right? The new robot, Drew, the new robot should be out in a month. Maybe a little less than a month. Okay, let's see if we could break through this level. This is that next level we're hoping to break through. That's a juicy looking candle. That puts me at about 300 in profit. Right now I'm targeting maybe $600. Maybe this fair value gap above is going to be an area that I'm targeting. We want to see a close above that level though. We have about 40 seconds, and we want to see a close. Can we get a candle close above this level? Let's see. We have about 30 seconds to go here. Hopefully we can get that closure. Everybody needs closure. I need candle closure. Oh, can I explain why it's 1 to 5 and 2 to 6? That's just the brokers, Jinjerju. That's just like the broker feed. So I guess the broker feed, you know, for some reason their candles are off. You know, like for some reason, like I'm not sure why gold is an hour later, but it is. You know, there's no problem with that. Wolf Gamer, that's not true. I definitely gain more than I lose. My trading accounts are all up on the year. That's why I've been withdrawing. So I would have to disagree with you there. Mansion is coming along well. I think Wolf Gamer is a bit of a hater. Whatever the 4-hour candle is on UTC -4, that's what you want to have right there. Can I look at AUD USD? I think I showed AUD USD would have already been a winning trade based on the 4-hour strategy. We had accumulation, right? You can say, hey, maybe here's your manipulation. There's manipulation on both, right? Manipulation here. And we have manipulation here. So you could have entered your sell position right there. And then what would have happened? You would have won huge. 3.5 risk reward ratio based on the strategy provided this week. In GU and gold sales based on the strategy. Let's take a look at GU. So GU, we go to the 4-hour time frame, and this is the strategy I did this week. It was a really simple video. We had this right here, 1-hour candle. We just look at the one that says 1 a.m. That's the one you want to mark up. You come to the 5-minute time frame. We have accumulation. Okay. We have manipulation, and we have distribution. So based on this right here, you would have gone short on this candle right here, and you'd almost be at profit already. You probably would be at profit already if you were just doing a 1-to-1. You're just hitting your profit level right there. I just can't seem to get distribution on my position yet. You could see here, we're kind of under that area still. This whole area is the manipulation. Maybe there was too much manipulation. Maybe it went too deep. You could see generally we're entering kind of off a little bit of manipulation, something like this. There's been a lot more manipulation here, but that's absolutely fine. Can I check? AUD USD was a buy. I don't see why this was a buy. It was definitely not a buy on the orb broke out the bottom, right? That's the sell. We had the manipulation here, right? And the distribution down here. That's a sell based on the strategy. Now, obviously, you have your own strategies. You have your own ways to approach the markets. But this, I would have sold off of this level right here based on the video I released this week. If you didn't watch the video, I hope that you go back and watch it. It's already got over 20,000 views, so people seem to be liking that video lesson. The free trade, yeah, free trade is going against us here. So this is based obviously not on the video that I did here. Free trade, we're looking at a support level. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I thought we were discussing different trading strategies on stream. So yeah, the free trade right now is in drawdown. It's not done yet, but like I said, the free trading room over the last 2 years on a 3% risk is up 90%. So I'm not too worried about the free trade or the free trading room. Hopefully it turns around and we get some profit. No big deal. Are there only 35 likes in here? Guys, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm not going to stream if you're just giving me 35 likes. I don't have to do this. I'm worth $15 million. Oops, I said it again. Sorry. How much do I trade with? This is a 15 lot size trade right here. I just can't seem to get the candle closures that I like on this trading position. But we do have a lot of reasons to take this trade. So hopefully we can get this win. Yeah, no problem, Marianne. Hopefully it works. Yeah, well, we're not even really anything. This trade's hasn't gone anywhere yet. This trade's been 3 or 4 pips on each side, so it's too early to say whether it's a good or a bad trade, but it follows my rules. You want me to take a look at gold? Sure, let's take a look at gold. So gold had a sell on the new strategy. Manipulation here. So if you were using the new strategy this morning and you went short, you were looking really, really, really nice. Look at that on the new strategy this morning. Doesn't seem to be working on the trade I'm opening right now, which just happens to be what it is. I'm doing the live streaming twice a week right now. Maybe we get to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday eventually. But I don't know. To be honest, I liked my life more when I wasn't live streaming, but I do feel like there's a lot of value in doing this, so I'm still happy to do it. I'd love this. I like it more when my trades are profitable on stream, though. The last few weeks, I feel like we've missed so many trading opportunities that have been very good, and then the trades we have taken haven't gone our way. We've been very unlucky on stream. Which 4-hour candle are you looking for with time frame? Leonardo, go watch the video. I did a full video. Why not go watch the video? You know, I understand you're in the stream. I appreciate that, but there's a full video that shows the exact same thing. So look, go to the 4-hour time frame right here. I'll show you right now. But I have videos on these things, you know. There, you can see. UTC -4, right? And we go here, 4-hour time frame, and then we go look at this candle right here. This right here is the accumulation candle. You see one at the bottom? That's the candle you use, right? So that's our accumulation candle. Bingo. We go to the 5-minute time frame, reset the chart view. This right here is the accumulation. When price comes below that level, right? Which level? When price comes below this level right there, we get the manipulation. And then when price comes back above the level, like right there, you enter the distribution phase. We haven't been able to get that on this trade yet. I don't know if this trade's going to go my way, but we're only a few pips in, so this trade could run for another hour or two. Right now we are, what, 2 pips below the entry. So this is nothing still. We have a stop loss of 12 pips, take profit of about 16 pips. So there's a long way to go on this trade. This trade is probably going to take a couple hours to finish out. You know, it can easily come back, fill this FVG, and then come up from there. Or, you know, it could just come up from right here. If this is a strong enough level of support right there, then it could potentially bounce up by that level. We don't really know. We just have to kind of watch and see what happens with the trading position as we get into the distribution phase. Or maybe we're just stuck in more manipulation down here for a while. Or maybe the trade idea was wrong, and if the trade idea was wrong, we hit our stop loss, and you know, put my tail between my legs, and I come back. Does 3685 possible for gold? Possible for what? 3685. I don't know, like 3685. That's all the way down here. Is it possible? I guess, but what the hell are we looking at? Let's take a look at gold here. Let's see what we're looking at on gold. So here's a level down here. Okay. That is your support level on gold right there. That is your level of demand as well. Oh, damn, my trade's really going against me, isn't it? That's disappointing. It's coming to fill this FEG. Well, I got wrong. Do I ever take my free trades? Yeah, I take all my free trades, just not on this account. I have many accounts. This is one of my smaller accounts. I take my free trades on my biggest account. The free trades have an incredible record, which is why I take them on my biggest accounts. This is my stream trading account. I don't take it as seriously as I take my VIP accounts, as seriously as I take my free accounts. So gold, I was looking to get in buys here at demand right there. What did you tell me? You never told me anything. And also, you're not right. What is this trade at? This trade is at 2 pips from entry. Like, what the hell are you guys? Are you guys traders or are you guys gamblers? Because I really feel like a lot of you guys in the comments section aren't traders and you're actually gamblers. You don't say you're right when a trade is 1 pip in your direction. You don't say you're wrong when a 1 pip against your direction. Okay? This trade is not over. You know, the same reason I wasn't celebrating right here, you know, I wasn't pumping my fists right here, is the same reason I'm not crying when the trade is down here. This is just all part of trading. And I couldn't lose this trade. That's absolutely fine. But you guys got to understand, this is a trade that'll probably take over an hour. Yes, I believe that any trading strategy can take newbies to profitability, especially if they have good money management, if they're not emotional, if they're not like this guy here that thinks that you've lost a trade when it's 1 pip against you. Much love, Patricia. Appreciate you. Appreciate you as always. Patricia is a beautiful follower from Germany. One of the most beautiful female followers that we have. And we have a lot of beautiful female followers. Look, what can I say? They like me, okay? It's only partially about the trades. It's mostly about my looks. I'm kidding. I'm hideous. We all know it. Don't worry. I like to teach lessons to the haters. That's all right. It's important for us to talk to the people that are positive and to the people that are negative, because if we don't talk with them, then they're not going to correct their ways, right? This idea that you're losing a trade when you're 2 pips negative or you're winning a trade when you're 2 pips positive is a bad approach to have. That's not how you should approach the markets. So it's important for me to address that hate and to tell people, like, don't gamble. Trust your ideas. Have confidence in your trades. Now, this trade, again, this trade could still go against me. Look, we've got a big green candle. We're all feeling pretty good about it right now, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a winning trade. That's not how trading works. Okay? Go Charlie Kirk on him. No, Brent. No, Brent. You know, to be honest, I was really upset about what happened to Charlie. I watched a lot of his debates. I never thought that the guy was some crazy guy. He had very moderate Republican beliefs. You know, I'm probably a little bit left of him, obviously. I'm more of a moderate, more of a libertarian. But the guy wasn't crazy. What the hell are people talking about online? Everyone goes so political. Don't buy AUD/USD. All right. Thanks, Drew. Appreciate you. Very sad, Cameron. I agree. So, Cameron, you don't believe that he's racist, obviously, then? Yeah, this is a learning podcast. Everything is a learning podcast. Everything is learning. Well, I'm happy that you believe that, Cameron. Cameron, you ever watch Thomas Sowell? He is my favorite economist in the world. If you've never watched Thomas Sowell, I definitely recommend watching Thomas Sowell. He gives a really good way to look at the world. And it's weird to say it, but he has helped me as a trader as well. What's going on, Javon's Good Times? What's going on, brother? Free North Korea, the supreme leader. That cracks me up. But look at the picture. Yeah, Cameron, definitely watch some Thomas Sowell. Like, honestly, like the best content, the best. Like, just the way he looks at economics, the way he looks at politics, just chef's kiss. Like, so much of my foundation comes from that. I definitely recommend that. Thomas Sowell books. And then some Murray Rothbard as well for you kind of libertarians. You know, and this is one of the things I was talking about actually in my video. So let me go to this. Oh, we got a nice little push here. Maybe I shouldn't leave. There we go. Don't leave now, right? Don't leave now. All right, let's keep watching it. Can we get this candle closure? Are we finally done with manipulation? Hopefully. You know, maybe we should have entered on our fair value gap here. If we entered on our FVG right there, we would have been looking a little bit stronger than we are, but we're looking at $339 in profit now. That's definitely what we're looking to see here. That's much better. But I wanted to go into psychology a little bit. do we have time to go over to my Mobi or my Miro? I never would know what the hell that thing's called. Where is my psychology? Right over here. This is something from my video this week. I hope that everyone will watch my video this week. It's like really in depth. I actually go into psychology for the first time. So one of the things that this is like kind of my psychology breakdown, right? You start trading. Are you a contrarian thinker? If the answer is no, stop trading. Seriously. Seriously. If you're just like a sheep, don't do it. But if you're like the type of person that question things, do it. Do it. Avoid political bias. If you can't avoid political bias, stop trading. And this means either way. So like if you are a staunch Democrat and you think everything that Trump does is bad, stop trading. If you are a staunch Republican and you think everything that Biden does is bad, stop trading, okay? It's that simple. The world is much more gray. It's not black and white, okay? And as a trader, you have to understand that you can't have political bias in your trading. Because if you just hate Trump and you're going, oh, I'm selling the US dollar, I'm selling the US dollar, but he actually does something good, and the US dollar goes up, or maybe he has nothing to do with it at all and it goes up, you know what I mean? Or Scott Bessent or one of these other guys makes a good decision on his behalf. You can't do that, okay? You can't do that. And are you a gambler? Yes. Well, sorry. No gambling history? No, stop trading. I don't know if I worded this one wrong. It seems annoying. I think that should just say like gambling history, but I can't seem to edit it. Yeah. Gambling. Good thing I already did a video on this. Gambling history. Yes. I think we have to switch that one. I did that wrong, didn't I? And so you don't want to have a history with gambling either. If you're a gambling personality, if you're a person that gets addicted to taking risks, then stop trading, okay? So that's just a quick psychology lesson. I go a little bit in depth, a little bit more in depth in the video. I hope you'll watch that video. It's going to be a long video coming out soon. So here we are on this trade still, just kind of hanging out. I can go through the reasons for taking this trade again. I know people love that. Let's go back to the 4-hour candle here. This is what we are looking at right here. So we have this level right here. Okay, price kind of at that level right now. This level, used as support. Then now using that as support again. Okay, that's a decent level. That's a level that was used before, kind of used here, used here. That's kind of what we're hoping for as well. All right, now on this 4-hour time frame, I was looking at this candle right here. This is the first 4-hour candle of the day. We're using this for our accumulation phase. Okay, so once I have that marked out, I marked out the top and the bottom right here. You can see I go to the 5-minute time frame. I'm a 5-minute time frame trader for the most part. We have the accumulation, right? That's what this is right here. Price breaks to the bottom here. Okay, that is our manipulation. So accumulation, I'll keep showing this to you just to help you out. Then we have the manipulation down here. And then when price breaks out the top, you can see broke out right here. I go, that is now where I'm expecting distribution right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this candle. Seems to be going in our direction right now. Let's zoom in a little bit and see if we can get to some sort of profit. You can see there is an area of resistance, and I'm hoping to get a candle closure above this level of resistance. It's this right here. We need to have a candle close above that level in order for our distribution phase to continue. Price has clearly struggled at that level. Been kind of sitting around $0, sitting around $100 for the majority of this trading position. We just can't seem to get that follow through on this trade. But, you know, we have the range we have the 15-minute range breakout at the top, making us feel confident that we are going in this direction for the day. We are in now the distribution phase after the manipulation phase. So I have a lot of reasons to be taking this trade. Again, that doesn't mean that I'm going to win this trade. It's just, you know, my analysis. And I am not a gambler. But it broke the bullish trend line. Well, I don't, you know, you can only go on so many confluences. You can't, there's 10,000 different confluences, right? You can only go, you can only pick a few, right? You got to simplify your trading a little bit. I showed you the 4-hour analysis, and now we're doing the 5-minute analysis. And there's enough reasons for us to believe that this is a good trading position. Is it an A+? Maybe not an A+. That I didn't get in at a level of demand, which is generally what I want in an A+ setup, but we're here. Can we get the candle closure? We have about a minute and a half to get a candle closure above the current level of minor resistance. We've rejected off of this candle. You can see this wick here, this wick here, this wick here, this wick here, this wick here. Just many rejections off of this level. Bitcoin is down pretty bad today. It's at 113. It was sitting at 116 most of the weekend. Oh, I'm happy this strategy is working for you, Go Wenchun. I appreciate that. Free trade is coming back? Yeah, I'm sure it is. I feel confident in it. I like that level of support still. I would call this a B setup. This would be a B. If this to be an A+ setup, I think I would just need to see just bigger momentum pushes here. You know, we've been really rejecting off of this level and kind of sitting 2 pips up, 2 pips down. We haven't been able to really get the major push that we wanted on this trade. Yeah, I'm surprised that this level is as strong as it is. We come over here. Let's see. We draw something off of this level. This, you know, it's reacted off of that level there, right? So you can see here, we've reacted down off of this level before. But I don't know. I don't know why it's acting as such a strong roadblock against us. You don't like this pair, AD? I've had pretty good success with this pair. I find the pair that kind of screws with me the most is US CAD, which kind of goes back to the psychology lesson, because, you know, when I'm talking about political bias, I do have political bias in my own country more than I have in like the United States. So, you know, if I do obviously track United States politics closely, but like, you know, I don't get upset by Trump doing something. I don't get upset by Biden or Kamala doing something. I call it Kamala. They think I'm wrong. I just like saying Kamala. I like saying Kamala. But I just don't have that. I have like a political, like I was saying, I have a political bias that's more Canadian. So I tend to think that things are going worse in my country. I kind of have like a negative opinion of Canadian politics because that's the politics that I track. And I also have seen the Canadian standard of living drop significantly in the last 10 years for a lot of my friends. At least, you know, millennials and Gen Z seem to be getting screwed. Rich people like me are absolutely flourishing, right? Which, you know, under liberal government probably shouldn't be the case. But who knows? The same in Germany. My mom was just in Germany. She was in Rodolfzell and Bodensee for like 5 days. She's hanging out with some family and friends, looking at the house where she grew up. Kambala. I call it Kambala. Oh no, what's going on here? Porsche is great. You know, the best thing about owning a Porsche is you just don't really have many problems. Yeah, that's a good one, Ryan. Trudeau is gay, maybe the gayest, but I love gays. I like the one where Trump was talking about Pete Buttigieg riding on a bike. He was like, he wanted to call him gay, but he was just like, he rides on the back of a bike with his husband on the way to work. It's a very loving relationship. He said something like that. It was hilarious. AD, what do you drive? What Porsche do you have? Come to India. Did you see what happened to the H-1B visas? They're in trouble. They're all going back to India. If I come to India, what are we going to do? We're going to play some cricket? I'll play some cricket, man. I think I could hit it. Oh yeah, those Cayennes are sweet. So you got 2 Porsches though? What's your other Porsche? Or is this, or are you like leasing the Porsche? Eat some naan. Yeah, I guess I would go to India. I would go to the nice place. Ooh, meditation and yoga? Yeah, I haven't done yoga in a while. I love me some yoga. India was potty, come Pakistan. Hey, enough with the Pakistani. There's no Indian versus Pakistani in the Trade with Pat comments. Indians and Pakistanis love each other in my comments. That's what's up. We're all one. We're all traders here. No tribal lines. Whether you're right or you're left or you're Indian or you're Pakistan. No tribal lines because we're all traders together, right? We are all together, part of this community. We win together, we lose together. That's what's up. No hate here. Albie, you know, you should just kind of back test it a little bit and see what you prefer. You know, that's what I always recommend. Just a little bit of a back test. See how you feel about it. See what pairs you like. You know, there might be pairs you really, really like. And also do some of the 4-hour. Like, I've been doing a lot more kind of higher time frame analysis to help me with the trades. I'll be doing a little bit more of that on stream as well. Just looking at that higher time frame, like the levels. You can see I've got a lot of levels marked up on the chart right now. Because I'm just kind of looking to see, you know, are we bullish on the 4-hour? Are we bullish on the daily? It's all important. US 30. Yeah, I could take a look at your pair. I kind of want to see if I could get this candle back out of the range. So give me a second. What do you want to know about US 30? Kakashi, let me know, and I'll, if you let me know before, then I'll jump over there quickly and take a look for you. I'm in the Toronto area. I'm closer to Hamilton. I'm not really big on the city. I like kind of more relaxed living. You know, just spending time with my baby, spending time with my family. I'm older now too, so it's kind of like I just want to hit my wins. All right, I'll look at US 30 just for inching though. US 30 is pumping. There is definitely a bubble happening in the States though. I don't know when it's going to burst or how it's going to burst, but there is definitely a bubble right now in the States. They definitely have a real estate bubble for sure. And it does seem like we are close to the fourth turning, if not in the fourth turning right now. If you've never heard about the fourth turning, ask ChatGPT. Read some Ray Dalio. He has very similar concepts of kind of this 80 to 100 year phases that the world goes through. And it does seem like we are kind of in a fourth turning right now, which is kind of like too much government spending, too much deficits around the world, civil unrest, you know, not some doomer stuff, the New World Order, yeah, the States is definitely going through some stuff, but I don't know. I feel like the States is always going through something, so I don't know. We'll have to see. I actually seeing much more in terms of like civil uprisings in like Europe. Actually, it just seems like there's way more happening in Europe than the UK. Like the US, UK and Europe. I think in the US you have like a lot of kind of flashy things happen, but like in Europe and the UK you actually have like 1 million people on the streets. Like they don't really have that in the States yet. I know they'll like lose their mind over like government spending and firebomb Tesla or something, which is nuts, but other than that, they're pretty, you know, there's no real revolution happening yet. Oh. I'm really hoping to get this thing into profit, but this trade's probably going to go for another hour or two here. We are reaching down, but I think we're going to win this trade still. I'm using kind of two strategies, Abby. So there's a lot in that video and then the last video. So you want to watch the last video as well. I don't really want to like leave while this trade is in drawdown. I know we can bring this trade back up to profit. Yeah, well, the cost of living is definitely too expensive, Ryan. And that's happening everywhere in the Western world. I think the U.S. is seeing it last, actually. You guys are being saved by the having the world reserve currency. In Canada, you would be shocked by how expensive things are in this country. You would be rocked. All right, AD. Thank you, brother. Hopefully we get this W here. Much love, brother. What will be the high on gold? All right, let's find out. All right, there we have our estimates. We got an estimate from ChatGPT. Likely case 39 to 4100 by end of 2025. So let's take a look. Gold is currently at 3700. ChatGPT says by the end of the year we're going to be here. Between here and between here. And you go, Pat, why are you asking ChatGPT? That's insane. Well, the question's insane. This is a long way to go. But ChatGPT has just as good a guess as anyone, really. That's how analysis works. It's a crime to use light mode. Where's dark mode? Thanks, brother. I agree with you. Well, we've got a long way to go on this trade still, folks. We got a long way to go. It does suck that we sat and draw down all day, but I will be back on Wednesday. VIP is going really well, so make sure that you join the VIP room. The link is in the description. Join the free room. The link is in the description. Join my broker. Are you a member of my broker yet? Link to that is also in the description. Basically everything that I use, the links to those are in the description. I'm going to take off. I'm going to monitor this stream on my phone. I got an appointment this morning. Going to get a little bit of acupuncture, and then I'll be working on my videos, and I'll see you on Wednesday. I still think that this trade's going to win, and I'm going to be staying in this one. And I'm probably going to keep the SL and take profit where they are. Okay? Those are the questions you wanted to ask. Those are your answers. I will see you guys on Wednesday at the same time. I'll have a new trading lesson for Wednesday, so make sure to join me Wednesday, and I'll teach you a new lesson. Hopefully we get a winning trade on stream. I know we can soon. I know we will soon. I love you. Much